Whatever you do, guys, do not call the new Thor from Marvel Studios female Thor. She is not female Thor. She is Mighty Thor. That is what Taika Waititi wants you to know in response to this tweet that said, completely normal, makes sense that when Thor is a man, he is Thor, and when Thor is a woman, she is female Thor. And Taika Waititi responded and said, correction, she's called Mighty Thor. Not female Thor. She's not a female Thor. She's a Mighty Thor. So I just wanted to make this video just to touch on a really, really big issue that's happening in Marvel right now. There's a huge problem with Marvel right now where they are ignoring over 50 years of rich storytelling in Marvel Comics and instead focusing on new stories that have taken place in Marvel's recently, where they are a lot more woke, where they're a lot more focused on identity politics and all of that type of stuff. And honestly, crappier storytelling. We saw this recently with Captain Marvel, where instead of trying to tell the actual origin of Captain Marvel and focusing on that, they decided to take a version of Captain Marvel from 2012, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe 2016, I can't remember. But they decided to take a Carol Danvers version of a new Captain Marvel and base the movie off of that. And that obviously just didn't work. I mean, the movie is just not good. The movie is not good. So, you know, we saw that happen, and now we are seeing the same thing happen with Thor, where instead of looking for looking for stories that take place in the over 50 years long storytelling history of Thor, they decided to focus on a version of Thor from 2015, from a series that ran from 2015 to 2018. So it's a really, really short series, at least in my opinion. Like, I don't know how long series usually last in comics, but 3 years does not seem like a long series to me. They decided to focus on that version of Thor, a female version of Thor, a Jane Foster version of Thor. They decided to make the new movie about that instead of continuing to look for amazing stories from the over 50 years long history of Thor. That's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. There is so much storytelling there that they're just glazing over and just ignoring. And the only reason that they're doing that is because they want to push a woke agenda, because they want to focus on identity politics. This is the direction that Marvel wants to go in. They want to continue to move in this identity politics, political agenda type of direction with Marvel. We're seeing this more and more as they are starting to slowly follow in the footsteps of things like Star Wars and stuff. I mean, we just had recently Scarlett Johansson come out and said that the future is female for Marvel, which sounds a lot like other comments that were made by people who work for Lucasfilm in regards to Star Wars. So they are continuing to follow Star Wars in this direction, and I just don't understand it, because as we see, Star Wars has been falling apart. So why does Marvel want to move in this direction? Why do they want to risk destroying everything that they built? They've built this amazing series over 10 years, but that doesn't mean that it's unstoppable. That doesn't mean that it is impenetrable. That doesn't mean that it is going to last forever. Star Wars is a franchise that's been around since, you know, over 40 years now, and that series, obviously, as we've seen, has started to fall apart. So nothing is unbreakable, you know? And that is what I feel like Marvel thinks right now, is that they think, hey, we have this incredible franchise and nothing's going to stop us. I feel like that's what Marvel thinks right now. But that is just not the case. That is not the case, Marvel. And you're going to continue to churn away more and more fans as you go down this woke route. So, you know, if they continue to just ignore all of these great stories from the past in Marvel, then we are never going to see those movies ever be made about those types of stories. I'm sure if any of you out there are comic book fans, there are many, many stories that you would like to see interpreted in the MCU. But if they're going to continue to just focus on these new comics book stories that are coming out, then you're never going to see that happen. And it's really, really frustrating, and it's really, really sad. So, you know, I'm not happy with Thor. You know, with Thor 4, I should say. You know, a week ago, I was extremely excited because they announced that there was going to be a fourth Thor movie, and I was like, that is awesome. I can't wait. I actually have something to look forward to in Phase 4 for Marvel. But then they announced, hey, yeah, you know that Thor movie we were talking about? Yeah. It's not going to be about, like, Chris Hemsworth Thor. It's going to be about, like, Natalie Portman Thor, which nobody, like, unless you are, like, some sort of woke person, SJW type of person, or someone who doesn't understand what's happening with this entire thing, you would realize that there's no way Jane Foster, Natalie Portman's Jane Foster, is going to have that same pull for audiences as Chris Hemsworth's Thor. There's just no way. There's no way. And I can tell you right now, I really, really do not think that Thor 4 is going to make nearly as much money as Thor Ragnarok did. I just don't think that's going to happen. But if Marvel wants to continue to move down this direction and destroy the thing that they've been building for over 10 years, then I guess be my guest, you know. I have Endgame as the closing for the MCU up to this point, and I'm fine with that. So, you know, whatever, you know, it's disappointing to me, it's frustrating to me, but whatever. If Marvel wants to destroy themselves, go right ahead. With that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about everything that's happening with the MCU at this point. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you all very soon in another video. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey everyone, it's Jeremy from geeksandgamers.com, and if you're a fan of Geeks and Gamers, please go to our website, visit our merchandise store. We have t-shirts, hoodies, hats, beanies, tank tops, and in the very near future, we're going to have many more products for you to choose from. So thank you for the support. We appreciate it. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.